Hello and welcome to the Paul Rolls Fieldhouse in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, December 22nd for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Basketball 2017, found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panther boys host the Medway Mustangs. My name is Tom Emmons, and along courtside is the color man who always says, "Let's play two," the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers got off to a fast start this season, but have battled the last two games. Can Holliston get back on track against Medway tonight?
Well, again, it's going to come down to a couple things here. It's going to come down to defense, obviously, and it's going to come down to turnovers. And this Medway team's a pretty decent ball club, but Holliston has had some good games. They had, of course, they beat Hopkinton in the opening game, and they played pretty well. So you come out, you play your best, and I think they got a shot.
So starting lineup for the Panthers, Emil Exelholm, number 13. Number 3 is Zach Latifi. Number 12, Andrew Lynch. Number 5, Dylan Kasarjian. So Medway, long three-pointer, no good. Latifi cleans the glass, looks for Kasarjian up the floor, and it's not able to connect. Number 3, Nick Assad, is the captain high scorer of the Medway Mustangs. Assad looks inside, nice look. Exelholm, though, with the big distraction.
Yeah.
Up comes number 11, Pat Jewett.
Well, you saw Exelholm running the floor really nicely, and hopefully that's something that we'll see tonight. He can use his size, and he gets down there. And like I say, when those big guys run, you got to feed them.
Holliston putting some defensive pressure on. Inside, Exelholm with the hands and takes the ball away. Kasarjian tries to zip it in to Lynch. His shot's blocked.
Well, twice,
still no score.
Twice now Exelholm has defended the basket, and I love the way he blocked that second shot. He blocked it, got on himself, and was able to control the ball.
Assad straightaway 3 is good, and Medway's on the board first.
And as you said, Tom, he's a good one. He's a good shooter.
Jewett takes it to the middle. Medway comes from behind to take the ball away. No look pass. Ahead to number 15, Christo Brooks, and Medway's up 5-0.
Yeah, you got to be careful with turning the ball over against this ball club, or any ball club for that matter.
Latifi to Jewett. Jewett, nice spin move off the glass, won't go.
Gets his own
battles
rebound.
On the sideline.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow to Medway.
Nice hustle.
5:59 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, the shooter knows where the ball is going to go, Tom. So, it's to his advantage to get an offensive rebound.
Oh, Holliston will be inbounding. Jewett out to Kasarjian. Latifi quick to the left wing to
count it.
Number 12, Andrew Lynch. At the three-pointer, it's 5-3 Medway.
5:45 left to go in the first quarter.
Got a whistle because the 30-second clock did not reset. Holliston putting a little pressure on the Medway guards.
Timeout, Medway.
And the Medway coach, Jason Rogi, wants a timeout with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Holliston trailing 5-3.
Well, Holliston's come out, play some pretty good defense with Exelholm in the middle there, and boy, it's nice to have somebody with his size and his agility in the middle, and he's done a nice job. And I said, especially on that block shot, he really did a good job. A lot of kids get really excited and they try and slam the ball as far away as possible, but that does you no good because the other team gets the possession again. But he did a very nice job the way he blocked that ball.
Well, Holliston's 2-2, averaging 61 points a game. Their head coach is Jenna Galster in her 5th season with the Panthers. Medway's 2-2 on the season, averaging 53 points a game. Their head coach, Jason Rogi. Last year, these teams split the series 1-1, each team winning at home. Jewett quickly with the hands, and it went off of Plunkett's foot. It's going to be Holliston ball. Got a nice crowd tonight for the floor dedication and the 1,000-point scorer ceremony.
And obviously with
the double
nice inlet. Count it. Oh, get in there. Yeah, baby.
Wait for it. Exelholm with the hoop, and we're tied at 5.
I like the way he's playing around the basket, Tom. I really do. He came out that time and he committed a foul. But I like the way he's playing around the basket. You have to be aggressive, but you have to kind of be a little soft in the way you play. And by that, I don't mean soft like on defense. I mean soft and like laying it up softly, you know. And he's got that really nice touch. And he does a nice job with that. And of course, those arms are so long, and he's just really something that he could really be something special if he continues playing this way.
Number 4, Ryan Benko comes in for Latifi. Medway inbounding the ball. Deep 3 is good by number 11, TJ Nelson, the other captain. Long corner 3 is answered by Dylan Kasarjian.
8-8, 4:47 left to go in the first quarter.
Another 3-point shot is good. This one by Drew Plunkett.
I got to come out a little bit earlier and challenge those 3-point shooters.
Lynch to Benko, 3-point off the front. Rebound by Medway.
Just a little bit hard on the rebound. Otherwise, Benko would have had a layup on the follow-up.
Nobody's open.
That's how to challenge right there. Come right at him. Attaboy.
In and out. Jump shot is good. A 2-pointer. Kasarjian deep.
Yeah.
It's called for a travel.
But Dylan took just a little quick half step there, and he got caught a little bit.
So Medway by 5 with 3:59 to go here in the first quarter. Deep 3 by number 3, and Nick Assad has got 6 points and an 8-point lead for the Mustangs.
And what a pretty shot, that nice high arc. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Get that ball up almost as high as the top of the backboard.
Jewett's pass knocked away. Quickly ahead. Ball laid up and in by Christo Brooks. And Coach Galster wants a timeout with 3:25 to go in the first quarter as Medway has sneaked out to a 10-point lead, 18-8.
Yeah, they've done it really quickly, too. It was 8-8, just seems like about a minute and a half ago. And that's what happens. You hit a couple threes and you get going.
Well, a couple. How about 4 threes? And, 4 threes in the first 9 minutes of the game. I mean, Medway's come out shooting hot. You got to kind of keep your head because you can't spend all game only missing 1 3-pointer.
Right, and the thing is, Tom, 3 is great. The 3 is a great weapon, but you live by the 3, you die by the 3. It's the thing that's you get very streaky as a team, and then one guy misses and the next guy misses, and now you're trying to get back into that groove and you can't do it, and all of a sudden the other team comes up and scores 6 or 8 points in a row. So you got to get a little bit of inside scoring also.
Number 14, Topher Ryan, checks in for Holliston.
Medway goes into a press. It's a zone press.
Kasarjian saw Jewett out of the corner of his eye, but nice job coming back on the ball by number 24, Ryan Johnston.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to throw across the lane like that.
Lynch on Assad. Three-pointer is good by T.J. Nelson. That's his second tray. 21-8. Benko kicks it out to Jewett. Jewett heads into the paint and draws the foul. Well, that's where Holliston's got to get. They got to get inside a little bit on this Medway team. They've got the speed.
Yeah, they got to. What you got to do, obviously, is beat them up court. And you know, you got to. When they shoot, if you can box out, you can release your guard and let the guard come up. And
Kasarjian's three-pointer rims out. We got a backcourt foul on Pat Jewett. Thanks for joining us live on HCAT's Facebook page. This is exciting, bringing you live basketball coverage.
It's great doing. I like the idea of doing the varsity girls and the varsity boys on the same night. I know some people don't really like it that much. Of course, the coaches, they don't get to use some of the JVs, but I like it, and I think it's fun. I think it fills up the gym, too.
Nice quick hands there by Benko. Knocks it out of bounds. Going to be Medway ball with 22 seconds left on the shot clock.
21-8. Holliston down by 13 with 2:19 left to go in the first quarter.
Baseline jumper, no good. But Medway controls with a fresh 30. Plunkett with Jewett on him. Assad straightaway three off the front of the rim.
Well, nice D by Benko against that three-point shot.
Assad scoops it up. Plunkett kicks it out.
Steps.
And we got traveling call. So good defense by the Panthers there on that sequence.
Yeah, and what they're doing, Tom, is they're coming out now and challenging those three-point shots, and you know, challenge them. So much has to go right to make a three-point shot that if you just make somebody make one little quick adjustment, it's not going to go in, and that's what Holliston's doing when they were able to come out and challenge like that.
Benko into traffic.
Pretty shot.
Laid it up and it danced on the rim, but he's going to go to the line and shoot two.
(21-8). Holliston down by 13. Ryan Benko at the line shooting two. He makes the first. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter.
Number 30, Noah Salem checks in for Holliston. Salem unable to keep that rebound alive.
Oh, some good defense there by Salem.
Assad's got Benko on him. T.J. Nelson with the hot hand.
Yeah,
flips it to Assad. Off of Holliston, it'll be Medway ball. Just 11 ticks left on the shot clock. Assad's going to inbound. Nelson, 8-7. Assad gets in the paint, dishes it off. Baseline jumper, no good. And it's going to be Holliston ball as Noah Salem had position there for the rebound. 21-9, Panthers trail by 12.
Nice defensive stand by Holliston. Now you got to cap it off with a score here.
Kasarjian looks inside, gets inside, lays it up.
Count it.
And rolls it home. The senior captain with 5 points cuts the lead to 10. Quick no-look pass. 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Medway answers that bucket. Kasarjian left hand, no good. Got the rebound, turnaround, blocked.
Yeah, he'll be shooting too. Dylan looks bigger this year, doesn't he? He looks taller.
He plays bigger, I'll tell you that.
He does.
Kasarjian plays so well away from the ball.
He does. He does so many things so well.
A lot of the plays, baskets you see him make, they're as a result of him playing away from the action, and just getting great position, stealing a lot of rebounds from those bigs. Emil Exelholm, number 13, checks back in for Holliston. Kasarjian makes them both 7 points. 23-12, Medway.
23-13 now.
They're a little slow on the clock.
Yeah, they are.
Speed it up there, Carl. Assad kicks it across the top. Just a second differential on the shot clock. We're down to 16 seconds. Nice soft touch by Kyle Regan. Holliston with 9 seconds to go. See if they can answer. Benko in the lane. Regan with the rebound. Buzzer goes. That's the end of the first quarter. Medway, hot from outside three-point land, takes the lead 25-13. End of the first quarter is time for Coach's Corner, brought to you by Holliston Youth Basketball, providing quality programs for boys and girls K through 8th grade. Check out hollistonbasketball.com for more information. Coach Galster said we're talented and very hardworking. Every single practice, every single game that I've come here, they always give maximum effort. Well, Holliston coming into this game off of a pair of losses. They won their first 2 ball games, but lost last Friday to Midfield, and then Tuesday night down in Bellingham, they lost 61-43. Bellingham undefeated, and Norton undefeated on the season so far.
Well, those schools are down south. See, they get to play outside a little bit longer than we do.
Mustangs are coming off a win 69-45 against Hopkinton. Nick Assad with 21 points to lead the Mustangs.
Well, Holliston's got to pick up the defense a little bit, and that's what they did. They played well the first couple minutes, and they got a little defensive lull for a few minutes, but then they picked it back up at the end of the quarter. Nice D by Benko.
Baseline runner, no good. Salem battles for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball.
And the reason that baseline jump was no good was Emil Exelholm made him redo his shot there, you know, and having the big man down in the middle and the back of your defense is so important.
Salem with an offensive bound. Goes baseline.
Oh,
cross.
what a beautiful pass.
And he dropped it off to number 13, who knew where to put it in.
What a beautiful pass.
Pop Sevens is going to have to knock the ball out of that peach basket. Nice job by Exelholm.
Oh, you're like old Pop Sevens. You wait till halftime, wait, shit, I got to say.
Three-point nice shot, no good.
Nice fight.
Salem drives, drops it off.
Count it.
Oh, and the 30-13 is working.
Oh, baby.
6 points for Exelholm.
And that's those soft hands he has around the basket that I was talking about. You know, that looks really good.
Well, some soft hands from number 30 as he drops that ball off. Nice handoff for Exelholm. Coach Rogi throwing in fresh 4 players.
This is where you go. You take him, I'll take him, you take him.
25-17.
Yeah, Holliston's cut into that lead.
Medway lead is down to 8.
6:51 left to go in the first half. Remind to stay with us at halftime for the dedication of the floor and the 1,000-point banner.
Oh, off the foot. Exelholm on the quick on the ball.
Nice.
And Sean
Jewett he wanted it.
with a nice head pass to Andrew Lynch. And Coach Rogi wants a timeout.
He wanted it. He wanted it. He almost got up there and did it. 25-19. Holliston only down by 6. 6:29 left to go in the first half. What'd you think?
I think.
What'd you give him? 8.9 of that?
That's right.
He almost got there. He almost got there. We need one of those. We haven't had one of those for a while since.
That's right.
Since old Sky Austin used to do it.
Oh gosh, yes. The big slamma-jamma dunk.
Yeah.
No. Lynch was up there and just wanted a sure basket at this point in time.
Well,
but that was spurred off a great defensive effort. Panthers were making Medway work at it as they were cycling the ball. Exelholm scooping the loose ball off the ground, headed it up to Sean Jewett. And Jewett quickly got it ahead to Lynch, and Lynch made no mistake at the rim.
I was just going to say that. We talk about the basket and everything, kind of exciting, but it was that pass by Jewett that really allowed Lynch to get up there. And
so Panthers start the second quarter with 6 straight points to cut the lead to 6. And there's a Medway mistake, out of bounds. Holliston ball. Not exactly what Coach Roji wrote up in that timeout.
So Holliston comes back. If they get a few stops, to see if they can cut this into this a little bit more.
Benko deep, rolls it off the rim, draws the foul, and will go to the line.
Maybe shooting 2.
You know, that's what Holliston guards do best, is the slice and dice. You know, they're making a quick move towards the basket, head up, looking for that slicing pass, and if they don't get it, they just dice it right to the rim.
Nice soft touch there by Ryan Benko. 25-20. Holliston has cut 8 points off that lead. 6:08 left to go in the first half.
Exelholm with the ball, and he draws the foul. And a quick Superman there by
as Tommy Heinze would say, I love Emil.
Yes, we do have a member of the Emil, I Love Emil fan club right here.
Wow. Get in there. That a boy. Nice
the
job.
Natural 3 and number 13 with 9 points, and the Panthers are within 2. Coach Roji puts Nick Assad back in the game quickly. And defense rises up from the Red Sea crowd. 3-point shot is good by Christo Brooks, his first of the game. Benko.
Oh, what a
down low!
Oh! A little backdoor cut.
Senior tri-captain Andrew Lynch sneaking away. Another player that plays well off the ball. And Benko hit him with a bullet.
28-25, Medway by 3 in the ball. And did he step out of bounds? Or was that a foul? Oh, they call a foul on him.
Foul on Exelholm. That's going to be
his
second.
No way, he can't foul. All right, 28-25, Holliston down by 3, 5:24 left to go in the first half.
Assad draws some traffic.
Oh,
nice turnaround, sweet shot.
Pretty shot.
8 points.
Holliston down 5.
Medway captain. Got a foul underneath. Off the ball. On Assad, that's his first.
Yep.
So 6 fouls on Medway, 4 on Holliston this half. 5:07 to go in the first half. Holliston trails by 5, 30-25. Salem with the inbound.
Throw a pick and bring Emil off to the other side. Bring Emil around to the side. There you go. There you go.
Benko got stuck on a Medway player. Nelson between the legs out deep with Sean Jewett on him. Steps in. That's a 2-point basket. But 8 points, 10 points for TJ Nelson.
32-25. Benko. No good.
Medway with the rebound. Holliston's got to get back.
Oh, tremendous
Benko
hustle.
to the floor,
yeah,
and it's Holliston ball.
Great hustle. That's good hustle.
That was the only game I had in Holliston basketball.
That's
Go to the floor. The coaches love it.
If you're going to have that game, that's one of the best games you can have. Just absolutely play your heart out. 32-25, Holliston down 7. 4:25 left to go in the first half.
Straight away, 3
Bang!
by Lynch. He's feeling it. Big one. And 10 points for the senior captain, number 12. Assad with Benko on him. Steps back. Nice job by Benko on the D. Sean Jewett hanging on Nelson. Switches off the glass, no good. Bounces along, Exelholm able to keep it alive to Benko.
And
we
he's
got a foul in the
Yeah.
backcourt. So the intensity picks up as the game is close. Holliston within 4. 3:49 to go in the first half.
And if you saw what Emil did right there, as soon as he got that rebound, he released. He gave it to the man who released. Very nicely done. That's how you fast break. Get the ball out there quickly. Good things are going to happen.
And that's the 7th foul on the Mustangs, putting Holliston in the bonus. Exelholm at the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Got it.
He rolls the first one in.
And that first one and the 1-and-1 obviously is so important.
Dylan Kasarjian checks in for Benko.
Holliston down 3, 32-29. 3:49 left to go in the first half.
There's Lynch with the offensive board. Out to Kasarjian for a 3 that just nets the bottom of the hoop.
32 all. 3:38 to go in the first half.
10 points for Dylan Kasarjian. Pat Jewett just blanketing Nick Assad. Jump shot off the mark, and we got a foul underneath as Kasarjian had.
Oh, wait, 5? I thought it was on 13.
Oh, that was. He had him elbowed in.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Well, we're tied at 32, 3:19 to go in the first half. Panthers have clawed their way back after being down by 12.
Nice defense by Lynch.
Jewett with Assad. Assad on him. Assad on Jewett. Nelson's shot, no good. Sean Jewett with the rebound. And Nelson gets called for the reach-in foul.
That's the team's 8th, so Holliston still be shooting 1-and-1.
So number 33, Sean Jewett, goes to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Got to avoid those backcourt fouls. Well, not that I'm trying to encourage the Mustangs not to keep fouling the backcourt.
They're listening to you,
Jewett
too.
makes them pay.
Holliston with the lead, 33-32. Nice comeback from 13-point down.
So Holliston led 5-0 and then was down as much as 12 at the end of the first quarter. But they've come roaring back here, and they've got a 2-point lead, 34-32. Number 3, Zach Latifi, checks back in.
And I will say it again, Tom, and I'll keep saying it. It all comes down to free throws. You make your free throws, you got a great chance to win games. When you kids get an opportunity to get out there and play basketball, go to the free throw line. Don't go to the three-point line right away. Go to the free throw line first.
Assad way outside, no good. Battle along the baseline, it's Holliston ball.
2:46 left to go in the first half. Holliston by 2, 34-32.
Holliston on a 21-7 run. Sean Jewett looking inside to Pat Jewett. Kasarjian was open.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough pass going in the middle like that. You know, it's hard unless the player is really wide open.
Holliston with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Kasarjian to Latifi, out to Lynch. High rebound.
Oh.
Wow. Call on Sean Jewett, and that was nothing but leather. Check his fingernails. But number 33 picks up his first foul.
But
Holliston had one to give.
Yep, it's only the 6th foul.
And the Red Sea comes alive with some more chance of defense, and
it works.
Drew Plunkett got caught there between thoughts.
Yeah, there was a little taunting foul there. So.
The technical foul on Holliston. Assad will go to the line.
And I think the technical counts as a personal in high school, right? Is that right?
Yes. Well, they put it up on the board as
I think
second personal on Kasarjian.
.216 left to go in this first half. 34-33. Holliston up by 1, and now it's tied 34 all. And Medway gets the ball also, right?
Right. Holliston's got to keep that defensive energy up right now.
In high school ball, when you get technical, give them 2 shots and the ball, so it's an opportunity for either a 4 or 5 point play here.
Assad with Benko on him. Sean Jewett came up a little too hard on that double team. That's going to be his second personal.
2:04 left in the game, in the half. Medway with the lead, 35-34.
Nick Assad with 11 points for Medway. This is the second. Pat Jewett recovers to Lynch. Lynch sees some room, drives, knocked away, no call.
Nice
step
D.
there, and Holliston with the ball as he stepped on the line.
Andrew Lynch with some really good defense there. Nice footwork.
Benko ahead to Latifi. They got 2-on-1. No, out of bounds. Holliston ball.
Right idea there.
Well, when you're moving at this pace, and you see a flash, you gotta put the pass on it. Hey, this is only the fifth game of the season though for these guys. Deep three-pointer is good for number 33, and puts Holliston back in the lead by 2. 37-35. Minute 26 to go here in the first half.
Now you got to come down and get those stops, Tom. This is the end of the half. This is where you want to get 1 or 2 stops and a couple baskets.
Plunkett puts it in the corner. Drives in the paint, left hand, no good. Latifi with the bound. Headmans it up to Pat Jewett. Reach in, knocks it away. 59 seconds to go in the first half. 24 on the shot clock. Holliston leads by 2. Benko baseline.
Get in there.
Big bounce. Big 2 for the senior. 4 points for Ryan Benko. Holliston's lead is 5.
Now you came down, you had the stop, you went down and scored. You got to do that one more time here. Oh, he's
Assad with an answering tray.
Yeah, he's really good.
Turnover on the loose ball. So 39 seconds to go in the first half. Holliston holding on to a 2-point lead as these teams going back and forth. Assad with Benko right on him. Hands it off. Running jump shot, no good. Clean by Sean Jewett. Quick pass did not connect. Holliston back quickly on defense.
Oh.
Benko thought he had the ball there, even though he was behind Brooks.
Yeah, that's one of those tough plays when talked in the last game about reach-ins and how most of the time reach-ins are going to result in a foul. And it's kind of the same in that situation where whether you block it cleanly or not, coming from behind like that, a lot of times they consider that you hit body on body, which may or may not happen in that instance.
Brooks with a chance to tie. And he does. 9 points for Chriso Brooks. Pat Jewett.
Yep, carry. It's funny how you start to see that call once in a while in the game, but it's one of those things like holding in football. If they called it constantly, they'd be stopping the game.
Right. 7 seconds to go in the half. Tied at 40. Assad got Benko just blanking him. He throws up a 3 at the buzzer. No good. So the teams head into the locker room tied at 40. Holliston and Medway will be back with second half action after the break.
First, we would like to thank Dr. Brad Jackson for his leadership and willingness to take on this project. Along the fan sideline of the court, you will notice the 180 bricks that our family of supporters purchased as part of making this new floor a reality. Additionally, we would like to recognize our 3 levels of corporate sponsors. First, our silver sponsors who donated $1,000 towards the floor. Max Cantor from Connections Physical Therapy. Kyle Mardo from TD Bank. Benjamin Kelly from Middlesex Savings Bank. The Holliston High School girls basketball program represented by captains Tess Powers and Grace DeZindalet. And Brian Sweeney from Sweeney Custom Homes and Renovations. Next, our gold sponsors who donated $2,500. Chuck Kazubal from Brady Enterprises. Laurie Jeffroy from the Holliston Athletic Boosters Association. Scott Damagella from Holliston Oil Services. And Ed Daniels from Vesta Real Estate Group. Our platinum sponsors who donated $5,000 or more towards the floor. Jason Krantz from Definitive Healthcare. Joe Gentili from Holliston Youth Basketball. Dan Larch from Holliston Youth Baseball Softball Association. We would like to recognize the following members of the group for what they have done behind the scenes. Sue and Scott Edwards. Nancy Powers. Rebecca Kazarian. Jeff Lynch. Sue Lynch. Steve Snow. Call Karen Jewett over to recognize that this court would not have been possible without her. Thank you, Karen, for your dedication and endless time that you put into making this happen. And now we would like to recognize our 1,000-point scorers. The first player does not have his name on the banner yet because his information was only recently discovered by Ken Dunn, the Holliston High sports historian and author of the new book, Holliston Panther Football. But this player's name will be added to the banner very soon. He started his high school basketball career just 19 years after Dr. James Naismith invented basketball. He graduated from Holliston High 104 years ago. He scored 1,003 points. He was a 4-year starter for 4 consecutive Central Massachusetts state championship teams. Upon graduation, he went to Massachusetts Agricultural College, now known as UMass Amherst. He started in football, basketball, and baseball. He left college in 1917 and joined the military, where he served in France during World War I, and he was a victim of mustard gas while serving there. He returned to college and was elected the captain of the football team and class president in 1920. but unfortunately he died in 1920 as a result of the flu and pneumonia epidemic. From the Holliston High School class of 1914, please salute Alan Leon Pond. Our second player at Holliston High School scored 1,246 points. He played on teams that won over 30 consecutive Tri-Valley League basketball games. He was named to the Boston Globe and Boston Herald All-Scholastics teams and was named to multiple Tri-Valley League All-Star teams. At Northeastern University, he was a two-time Division I Academic All-American. He was also a two-time District All-American. He broke almost every Northeastern scoring record at the time, and he still holds the single-season scoring average of 24.6 points per game. He ranked in the top 20 nationally for field goals and free throws percentage as a senior and graduated magna cum laude in accounting. He earned a master's degree from Harvard Business School, was drafted by the Detroit Pistons in 1978, played professionally in Greece for 3 years. He was inducted at the Northeastern Athletics Hall of Fame in 1989 and was inducted to the New England Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. He was selected to the Colonial Athletic Association Basketball Legends team in 2007. He is currently the CEO of the Green Company and lives in Wellesley with his wife of 39 years, Donna Sullivan, who is also a Holliston alum. And he has two daughters, Logan and Skylar, and his parents, Conrad and Donna, who still live locally. From the Holliston High School class of 1974, David Caligaris. She scored 1,124 points at Holliston High. She played 4 years of varsity basketball and was a co-captain in 1985 and 86. She was the first girl at Holliston High to score 1,000 points in varsity basketball. She was also the Tri-Valley League's leading scorer and All-Star from 1982 to 1986. She was named to the MIAA tournament team 1984 and 85, and she was awarded the Fred W. Miller Award for Outstanding Athletic and Academic Achievement. She was an All-Star high jump for the Holliston track team 1982 and 1986. She took second place in the girls' Scholastic State meet in high jump in 1985. Some of her best school memories, including scoring her 1,000th point against Millis and the rivalry Holliston had with Westwood girls in the TVL, where in one game she scored 26 points and grabbed 18 rebounds versus Westwood. She also remembers fondly her amazing teammates and the special bond they had as a basketball team. She went on to the University of Rhode Island, where she played 4 years of college basketball and made the Dean's List at URI. She graduated in 1990 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication, and at Framingham State University, she completed her post-baccalaureate studies in elementary education in 2008. She attained membership in the Kappa Delta Phi Honor Society in Education. She currently is the Executive Assistant in the Office of Teaching and Learning at the Framingham Public Schools, and she is also Director of the Dream Basketball Camps and Clinics. She lives in Holliston with her son Dylan, and her dad, William, her sister Kara, and brother Ray also live in the area. From Holliston High School, class of 1986, Kristen Walters. He scored 1,036 points. He was named three-time Tri-Valley League Basketball All-Star. He was the Tri-Valley League Player of the Year and MVP in 1987. He also played football and track while here at Holliston. He went on to Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where he played basketball and was the captain of the men's basketball team. He graduated in 1992 with a degree in history. He has worked over 20 years in technology, marketing, and sales. He currently lives in Wellesley with his wife, Catherine, and their twin daughters who are here tonight, Kate and Emerson. From Holliston High School, class of 1987, David Paquette. She scored 1,994 points at Holliston High, was a 4-time Tri-Valley League All-Star, a 3-time Tri-Valley League Most Valuable Player, and she was a 2-time Boston Globe All-Star. She was named Boston Globe Player of the Year in 1993. During her 4 seasons at UConn, the team compiled a record of 132 wins and 8 losses, a 94.3% winning percentage. The team at that time also appeared in 4 NCAA tournaments, won the 1995 NCAA championship, advanced to the 1996 Final Four, the 1997 and 98 Final Eights, and won 4 Big East championships and 4 Big East titles. She was named to the 1994 Big East All-Rookie team. She was named to the 1995 NCAA Tournament All-Final Four team. She was named 95 and 96 Big East Tournament Most Outstanding Player and was named to the Big East All-Star Tournament all 4 years. She was named the 1996 All-America First Team by the UPI and AP. She was awarded the 1996 Victor Award as the nation's top female collegiate player. She was named to the Associated Press 1997 All-America First Team and Player of the Year and was runner-up for the 1997 Boost Naismith National Player of the Year. She was one of 3 finalists for the 1997 Women's College Basketball SB team. She was named a 1997 All-American by Basketball America, United States Basketball Writers Association, and Kodak. She was also named the 1997 Big East Conference Women Basketball Player of the Year. She still ranks 2nd among all-time USA World Championship competitors for block shots with 11. And she is currently one of only 10 players in the world to have won the elusive set of the NCAA National Championship in 95, the WNBA Championship in 99, and the Olympic gold medal in 2000. And in 2017, she was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in Knoxville, Tennessee. From the Holliston High School class of 1993, Kara Walters. She scored 1,188 points for Holliston High, and she was a 3-point star playing soccer, basketball, and softball. She earned 13 varsity letters, including starting first baseman in softball as an 8th grader. She played on 8 Tri-Valley League championship teams, 4 in soccer, 3 in softball, and 1 in basketball. At Wheaton College, she was a 4-year basketball player, winning the 1996-97 Basketball Rookie of the Year. She graduated in 2000 with a major in psychology and a minor in education. She went on to Bridgewater State and earned her master's in special education. She's been a stay-at-home mom for the last 9 years, but prior to that, she was a middle school special education teacher, and she plans to return to teaching special education in the future. She and her husband, James, live in Franklin with their 3 children, Michael, Julia, and James Jr. From the Holliston High School class of 1996, Stacy Awa Koshavaki. She scored 1,177 points at Holliston High School. She was a nominee for the 2015 McDonald's Basketball High School All-America team. She was named the 2015 Metro West Daily News Female Athlete of the Year. She was a 3-sport star, participating in basketball, track, and soccer. She was a 3-time Tri-Valley League MVP and a 9-time Tri-Valley League first-team All-Star. She was the Division III track state champion in both the high jump and the 400 meters. She went on to Southern New Hampshire University, where she was named the 2015-2016 Northeast 10 Conference Basketball Rookie of the Year. She was also selected to the Northeast 10 Conference Basketball All-Rookie team. She was selected to the 2017 Northeast 10 All-Conference Basketball team. She was also named to the 2017 Northeast 10 Academic All-Conference Basketball team. She's also a member of the SNHU Women's Basketball and Field team. She is currently majoring in environmental science with minors in biology and world language cultures. She has been named to the SNHU Presidents and Dean list and has attained the 2015, 2016, and 2016-2017 Northeast 10 Commissioner's Academic Role. She is also currently 25 points short of scoring her 1,000th point at Southern New Hampshire University. When not in school, she lives in Holliston with her father, Kurt, her mother, Barbara, and her brother, Christian. From Holliston High School, class of 2015, Kylie Lorenzen. We would also like to thank the following people who assisted with the research for this banner. In alphabetical order, Coach Rita Atkinson, Ed Daniels, Ken Dunn, Tom Emmons, Coach Kristen Hedrick, Joanne Holbert, Coach Tom Keogh, Coach Rick Naughton, and John Shanahan. And last but not least, we want to thank our athletic director, Matt Baker, for making this all possible. Thank you all, and congratulations to our 1,000-point scorers.
Hi, we're here with Holliston Panther 1,000-point scorers Dave Caligaris and Dave Paquette in a very loud Paul Rolls Fieldhouse. Dave Caligaris, talk to you first. How's it feel to be back here at the Fieldhouse here at Holliston? Pretty exciting, bring back some memories?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I was saying to somebody, I haven't been here in 40 years, but it looks very much the same other than being much updated and things, but the feel is the same. Love the floor. The floor is a nice upgrade for everybody.
Yes, everybody wanted this floor, and now we finally got it.
Yeah.
How about you, Dave?
It's about the same for me. I mean, it's been about 30 years since I've been here. I'm jealous of the floor as well, and probably like Mr. Caligaris here, I'm very, very jealous of the three-point line. So we didn't have that. We missed that.
But when did that come in, anyways?
1988, the year after I was here. So yeah.
Yeah, I never had that at any of the levels I played at. So it's interesting.
What about your favorite memory, Dave, from playing here in Holliston?
You know, I have a lot of memories playing here at Holliston. I think the biggest thing that I've taken away is not so much a specific memory or game. It's the fact that when you play in high school, it's probably the last time that you ever play any team sport with the kids you grew up with, and you played the same sport with for 10 plus years. And so I remember, playing in this gym and playing in the middle school gym with, guys I grew up with and I played CYO with, and we won a state tournament in CYO, and then you go off and you play in college and you do some good things, and these guys have all achieved really, really great things. But, when you play with the kids you grew up with in your neighborhood, at the end of a street, it's something special, and that's what I remember when I come back in here.
And what about you, Dave? Now, you played with Coach Tom Keogh.
I did.
Now, did he let you play your halftime music this loud, your warm-up music?
I don't even remember having music when we played. There were many games we only got to play a half, unfortunately. But when you say a memory, the thing that is so different in those days than it is here, we had a big rivalry with Medfield. I think you guys probably did as well. So my junior and senior year, 3 of the 4 games, there was bench clearing skirmishes. Players, fans, parents. Made for quite an emotion. In today's world, that you'd never see that, but in those days it happened.
Oh yeah, Medfield back in the day, the little bandbox they had there, the fans were right on top of you.
Yeah, and they had a coach that loved to sort of get people all riled up with his style of play and the sort of quotes he put in the newspaper. So people got cranked. It was fun, a lot of fun.
Okay, guys, well, thank you both very much. Congratulations. Heck of an honor. You guys did a good job. Hey, you might have even scored a few points against Ashland, huh?
A couple. Mickey Strand, Mickey Strand?
Absolutely. He's a lot younger than me. You guys are a lot younger than me. So thank you both very much, and congratulations, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much.
Dave Paquette. Dave Paquette and Dave Caligaris.
All right, we're here with Holliston Panther 1,000-point scorers. The female side of the ledger, we've got Kylie Lorenzen, Stacy Auer, and Kristen Walters. Thanks for being here, ladies. Just want to talk a little bit about maybe your favorite memory of being here at the Fieldhouse. You've been back here, Kylie. We've seen you back before.
Hasn't been too long since I graduated, but honestly, it's a brand new court, which is awesome to see. But probably playing Medfield, those games, just winning, like being the underdog always, and just fun memories with my teammates that I'll never forget. Really.
Stacy, how about you? How's it feel to be back?
It feels great. Probably my best memory is beating Westwood. Beating their winning streak. Along, I don't know how many games it was, but.
Yeah, Westwood, a big powerhouse there for a long time.
Well, Kristen, you set the tone. You were the first one to score 1,000 points for the girls team here.
Yep.
Was the game a lot different than what you saw tonight?
The game is a lot different now. Everyone's shooting 3 points. So if you think about it, way back then, I couldn't score 3-point shots. So I think I had to work harder to get my points, but no. The game has evolved a lot. It's great to watch. I wish we had this floor when I played. Would have been a lot nicer, but I'm so glad to see that it's here now and that the up-and-coming teams can enjoy it.
Now, you all played multiple sports. Was basketball your favorite sport?
Yes, I would say so.
You got a varsity letter as an 8th grader, is that what I saw?
I did, yes, in softball.
That's quite an honor to play with varsity when you're in 8th grade.
It was. Very, very honored and grateful for that.
Now, Kylie, you're doing well up at Southern New Hampshire University, leading your team. You're closing in on 1,000 points at Southern New Hampshire. Is it as much fun on the college level as it was in the high school level?
Definitely different type of fun, but very enjoyable still. So both great accomplishments. So having fun still.
Well, we want to thank you three, and thank you all for all you did for Holliston. And you're all a great inspiration to these young girls who are playing today. And I know, Kylie, you were probably inspired by some of these young women. So thank you for what you've done. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you at halftime of this game.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, great halftime ceremony for the 1,000-point scorers here at Holliston High School. And a little delayed during the halftime festivities, but the teams are back on the floor for the second half. Leading scorers for the Medway Mustangs, number 3, Nick Assad with 14. Number 11, TJ Nelson with 10. Christo Brooks, number 15, with 8. Panthers were led by number 12, Andrew Lynch, and Emil Exelholm with 10 each. Dylan Kasarjian with 9. We're tied at 40. And now we're not tied at 40 as Christo Brooks puts back the miss.
Well, Holliston had a little lull there in the middle of the first quarter, and allowed Medway to get ahead by 13. But they came storming back in the second quarter to tie the ball game, and they did it on defense and some really cool passing.
Pat Jewett with the rebound. Put back, no good. Kept alive by Andrew Lynch, but out of bounds, and it's going to be Holliston ball. Yeah, Holliston won that second quarter, 27-15. So they did come storming back. Oh, Exelholm on the inbound.
He was fouled. Yep.
Number 2, Matt Fasolino with the foul. That's his second.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought they might give him in the act of shooting, but I guess he just hit the ball up high.
Lynch, baseline, runner, no good. Exelholm keeps it alive to the floor. Jewett can't pull it away. Hard pass into the stands. Look out.
I like it. I love seeing these kids going to the floor. You're seeing a lot of that from Holliston tonight, and that's just effort. And, defense is brains and effort. And, you get down there, and any chance you get to get the ball, you go and get it.
Baseline, cross to Pat Jewett. Drops it off for Exelholm, maybe a little hard. And they go to the floor. It's jump ball.
Well, fortunately, it's not a real jump ball. Otherwise, I don't think Medway would win it. But it goes by the possession arrow, so it'll be Holliston's ball. 6:49 left in the third. 42-40. Medway by 2.
And we got a foul on Medway contesting that inbounds pass. Second foul on the Mustangs here quickly as we start the third quarter. They go to Exelholm on the inbound. But well defended there by Assad.
Yeah, I think Emil wanted to be down on in his post position, and he just wasn't able to get down in there. But he did a nice job of keeping that ball up high, not bringing it down.
Lynch goes baseline, pops out, dumps it home.
Tie game, 6:28 left to go in the third quarter.
12 points for number 12. He led the Panthers with 26 in their overtime win against the Hillers to open the season.
Holliston stays in the man-to-man, forces a errant
Nelson
shot.
off the mark, kept alive by Plunkett. Vasilino rolls it up over the bucket, but no good. Long pass by Kasarjian to Lynch. He's one-on-one with Assad, and we're back the other way. Plunkett up and under, no good. Rebound by Vasilino. He's fouled and going to go to the line.
I saw Emil Exelholm do the same thing again that I saw early in the game, and I just absolutely love it. As soon as he gets possession of the ball, it's gone. He sends it right out. He doesn't mess with it. He doesn't fool around with it. He gets it right out to that release man. And that's how you start a fast break. He's come a long way. He's really something this year.
Vasilino gets his first point of the night.
43-42. Holliston down by 1. 5:52 left to go in the third.
Vasilino, the senior, makes them both. Medway by 2. Benko to Jewett to Lynch. Picked off by Plunkett.
Oh.
Plunkett lays it off the glass too hard.
I think Ryan Benko got away with one. He pulled the back of the shirt.
Well, they call a foul on him.
Oh, they caught him. Okay. They caught him. I thought he got away with it.
I think the whistle was just slow. That's all, Jay.
Must have been, because he pulled the back of his shirt right back. Medway by 2. 5:36 left to go in the third.
But they're calling it a shooting foul.
Yeah, that's why I don't know.
I mean, that was well before he took off.
Yeah,
he was on the ground.
I thought they would have called it underneath, but they called it on Ryan, and I'm not sure why. But
I'm just not sure why it's a shooting foul.
It shouldn't have been. If it's what I saw, it wouldn't have been a shooting foul. Unless they call it. Do they have that rule where you can't impede somebody from the just the pros? Huh?
Benko, runner won't go. Assad with the rebound,
oh, that's
but
cheap.
Exelholm stepping forward.
There's no need for that. He was there. He was stepping around him. I mean, there's no need for that. There's no need to call that a foul.
But it is the big man's third personal foul. Coach Gallster's got to bring him to the bench. I mean, as there's 5:26 to go in the third quarter. Plunkett, 3 points is good. His second three-pointer of the game.
Oh, nice move by Jerry. Oh,
Kasarjian was right up there. Brooks kicks it out. Wow, is Assad outside. I don't think Coach Roji was happy with it.
No, he looks at him, palms up, and he just said, hey, I can do that.
That was from the volleyball line.
They pull up to a 9-point lead, Medway does, with 4:41 left in the third.
Well, they're on an 11-2 run here to start the third quarter. Kasarjian gets it off the glass, but won't go. Plunkett pushes it ahead to Brooks. Out of bounds. That should be Holliston ball.
Oh, they go to Medway.
And Coach Gallster wants a timeout to talk to the Panthers. 4:27 to go in the third quarter. Medway up by 9, 51-42.
Yeah, good timeout. This timeout is to kind of break the momentum that Medway has. Give Holliston a little breather here and talk over what you might want to do defensively. You know, the thing is, they came back from 13 down in the the first half, which was great, and they can certainly come back from 9 down here. But you don't want your team to get too far down because you start climbing that hill, and you have to climb that hill too often, and then there's not enough gas left at the end of the game to finish it off. So you can't let them get too far ahead.
Hey, great job with emceeing the halftime show here.
Thank you,
all
Tom.
the 1,000-point scorers in Holliston Panther basketball history. Dave Caligaris, class of 1974. Kristen Walters, class of 1986. Dave Paquette, class of 87. Kara Walters, class of 93. Stacy Auer, class of 96. And Kylie Lorenzen, class of 2015. And don't forget, posthumously.
Yep, Alan Pond, class of 1914.
Got a foul on Medway.
As a point of honesty here, I didn't see that one either. So I guess if it's against both teams, it's okay.
Benko hammered, no call. Plunkett off to the races. Gets it ahead to Brooks.
Oh,
nice job by Jewett.
Yeah.
On the block, he saw that one coming. And we got a foul underneath. It's hot. Assad and Benko going at it. That's the third personal on Benko. That'll bring number 33, Sean Jewett, into the game.
51-42. Holliston down by 9 with 4:05 left to go in the third.
Shot off the mark by Nelson. Brooks with the steal. Nelson looks over the offense. Jewett missed a takeaway there. But Holliston gets the ball. Quick hands. Long pass to Lynch.
Oh,
Lynch
nice
to
recovery. Holliston ball.
Salem, and Holliston holds on to it.
That was nice recovery by Andrew Lynch. Holliston still down 9 though. You got to start making some points here. Get a couple baskets and cut into that lead.
Kasarjian up top. Salem with the jump shot off the mark.
Nice
Pat Jewett with the rebound. And Andrew Lynch with the rebound.
And
that's going to send him to the line for 2. Both teams with 4 personal fouls this half.
One thing about the free throws, you make your free throws, 2 things happen. A, you score, and B, you take no time off the clock. So that's always good for a team that's trailing. Made them
Lynch
both.
gets them both. 14 points for the senior captain.
Oh, Holliston goes so
Saad intercepted by Lynch. Lynch dumps it to Salem. It's good. Noah Salem with the basket.
It would have probably been goaltending anyway.
There's a foul on the backcourt.
Yeah, that was inadvertent.
Yeah, players were zigging and zagging at the same time.
And I think when he went down, I think
he got a hit.
I think it was more that he twisted his ankle a little than it was the actual hit.
So 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Holliston within 5.
Travel.
And a traveling call as they went to their second option. Panthers had Assad covered.
Well, I tell you, Tom, I like the switching of the defense from the full court to half court. And then sometimes you can get down to 3/4 court, which we actually saw the Medway girls do in their game. So you got a few options when you do that. It just wrecks the timing of the other team.
Loose ball taken away by Assad. Into the paint, out of the paint. Plunkett sets it up again for the Mustangs. Regan into a side, up and under. Nice job by Salem, keeping it alive. Holliston to the ground. And we got a timeout. Timeout Medway. So nice job by Coach Rogi. Saving the ball for his team right there.
Yeah, and Sean Jewett just doing everything he can to dive on the floor and make things happen. And love to see that.
So Holliston has answered after that 11-2 run to start the third quarter. Panthers have scored the last 4 points to cut it within 5.
And it happened with that change-up of the defense to go into the press. And so many times we keep talking about this, is that offense is keyed off of defense and those defensive stops. And for some reason, they just make the offense flow a lot easier, you know. And plus the fact you're getting more possessions more quickly.
So it's going to be Medway ball. With 2:23 to go in the third quarter. 51-46, 27 seconds on the shot clock for the Mustangs. Way out top to Brooks. Plunkett with Sean Jewett on him. Deep pass into the paint. Brooks left hand, no good. Right hand, no good. Finally followed up by number 24, Ryan Johnston. And Medway's back up by 7. Sean Jewett looking around and saying, you were coming around behind me. How did I get called for the foul? I had the ball.
And I'll tell you again, it's kind of like what happened down here with Lexington.
Plunkett knocked away by Pat Jewett.
There's fouls that impede.
That was Salem with the block.
There's fouls that impede players from doing what they want to do or go where they want to go. I get it. But some of these things, just because you get touched doesn't mean it's a foul necessarily.
It's a contact sport. 3-point shot by Lynch.
Cuts the lead to 4 for Medway, lead to 4. 53-49.
17 points for Andrew Lynch.
But
they left the back door open.
That's textbook.
Easy basket.
Textbook how to break.
Regan.
Textbook how to break a press. Don't let the ball hit the floor. No dribbling, just passing.
Kasarjian turns down the straightaway 3. Tries to move it inside to Salem. And Mustangs are breaking, but can't make the layup. Brooks, baseline, turned down, drops it off. And in for Johnston as he's going to go to the line to shoot 1. Medway getting more bodies to the paint than the Panthers do. And they push their lead up to 8 points with 1:01 to go in the third quarter.
You're playing man, you should really be able to box out. But what happens a lot of times on that second attempt, if you box your guy out, they get a rebound, they put the second shot up, and then you kind of lose the box out because you just can't hold it for, that long.
Johnston misses the free throw. Kasarjian quickly into the front court. And Regan called for the foul. That's the third foul on number 33 for Medway. And that's the 7th foul. So, Holliston with 7.
Yep.
5 for Medway. Lynch drops it off to Pat Jewett. No good. Assad lets it go out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, what happened there was Pat got a little bit too far under. He did a beautiful move, a nice quick step move, and faked this guy out and came right in. But he took an extra half step coming in. He was just a little bit under the basket.
Sargent's got a double team. Pat Jewett to the paint, up and under, and Salem came through for the putback and drew the foul. It's going to send the sophomore to the line to shoot 2. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter.
(57-49), Holliston down by 8. There you go. Nice job.
Salem gets the second one. Panthers trail by 8.
7 now.
Or 7. Boy, they're slow on the point clock. Come on.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah.
Is that Bob or Carl?
Carl.
Carl, come on, wake up.
He's mad because we didn't mention him in the halftime.
And now I've mentioned him too many times.
Clock
Assad outside, 10 on the shot clock. Jewett draped on him, shot rims out. It's going to be Medway ball with 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 57-50 Medway as Nelson inbounds. Nelson dumps it off way outside. Assad's in his range. He's out by the volleyball line. Down to 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Nelson looks up, deep three. It comes up short, out of bounds. Holliston ball with 1 second to go here in the third quarter.
And I'm going to give that one to the Red Sea because with about 7 seconds on the clock, they started yelling 3, 2, 1.
And Lynch gets one off, but does not connect. So after 3 quarters, Medway leads the Panthers 57-50. And it's time for This Week in the Tri-Valley League. Well, brought to you by HCAT TV, serving the Holliston community for over 27 years.
A century, isn't it?
30 years? How old are you?
How old am I?
Well, you were in middle school when you started with HCAT.
I'll tell you how old I was. We didn't even have a TV when I was a kid. So.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess HCAT wasn't there.
And that's the truth.
But check out, to check out HCAT TV, you got to go on hcattv.org, video on demand button. You can go to YouTube channel, Facebook channel, and you're watching us live. Thanks for tuning in for HCAT basketball tonight. Holliston basketball tonight. All your favorite shows, 24/7, 365. Heartbeat of Holliston.
Just Thinking.
Just Thinking.
And Sport View.
And Sport View show. Love that one.
I
We
can't
got a
believe you
hockey
forgot
preview
that.
special. Hockey team
Good.
started
Wow.
the season.
How'd they look?
Two wins and a tie to start the season.
Beautiful.
They're off to the races. We did a game against Bellingham. They won 8-2. So
what are you doing now? 3 sports in the winter or just 2? 3. Well, you got the girls and boys
that's
basketball.
not different. Yeah. We do Friday nights and then some Wednesdays for hockey.
You're
So we
amazing.
start the fourth quarter. Medway's got the ball and the lead. In deep, Emil with the hands up and Benko with the steal. He's got Nelson to beat.
Count it!
Nice change of hands by number 4. He's got 7 points on the night.
Defensive intimidation by Emil Exelholm.
Nelson's got Skasargian on him. Assad, baseline 3, no
There
good.
he is again.
Exelholm with the rebound. Benko up the left-hand side. Jump shot off the glass.
Sam
by
Jones.
Lynch.
Sam Jones used to shoot those.
That was a Sam Jones basket. Panthers within 3 as we start the fourth quarter. And they are ready for Medway. Come and get it. Nelson dumps it to Assad. Drive by number 10, Exelholm, hands up straight. Ahead to Benko. Count it! And 2 Mustangs on him as he splits the defense.
Timeout, Medway.
And Coach Roach, he wants a timeout because Holliston starts the fourth quarter on fire with 6 points to cut the Medway lead down to 1.
And once again, the defensive intimidation down there in the back end of the defense by Emil Exelholm has really set this thing off and get these guys running. And the other thing, Tom, that I see, Holliston plays really well when they don't dribble. When they're throwing the ball around and passing the ball, they play really well, really fast. It's when they get in trouble is when they start dribbling around a little bit too much. And this last His last several baskets, just some beautiful passing.
And you got to give credit not only to the passer making that bullet pass up the sideline, but the players, as they get wide coming up the court, looking for open space, get open on a pass.
Yep.
If you've got a defender near you, get away from him so some of these great passers can find you. And they're clicking right now. You can see Holliston really digging in on the defense. Yep. And then Assad airmails a three-pointer, and Holliston's off to the races with a 2-on-1. Benko caught under the basket. Out to Kasarjian, in the paint, up and under, Ixelholm! Unable to rip it down. And that's a tough one because the big guy just picked up his 4th foul.
Now
Ixelholm went up high. Good job by Fasolino because he had the position.
And remember what I told you in about the middle of that first quarter when Medway hadn't missed a 3, I don't think. And I told you, live by the 3, you die by the 3. And now they're having a tough time making these 3s. And Holliston, if they can come down and convert on some of these things, they're going to be much better off.
Well, Assad's not even taking shots from the 01746 zip code. He's still in Medway.
That's good.
Fasolino going to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And he misses the first one, and Salem with the rebound.
Went and got that rebound. That's how you get aggressive on the rebounding. Nice job by Salem.
Steal by Medway.
That Medway defense collapses in the middle. They don't give you a lot in the middle, so you got to kind of work the ball around a little bit.
Little short shot. Benko battles.
Jump off.
This one is for Holliston. It's a good job of recovery right there. Medway caught Holliston. Caught their defense a little bit right there, but Holliston recovered with some hustle by Benko.
5:58 left to go in this ball game, or at least in regulation. 56-57. Holliston down by 1. Yeah, that's good. Work it to the outside. You can go in and then out, but you got to work the out. Count it!
Oh, Kasarjian, he's wide open. Lynch couldn't believe how open number 5 was.
And that's because they're working it around. And what they're doing, what Medway is doing, is they're collapsing in. They're saying, you're not going to beat us inside, and that's okay as long as you can beat them outside.
And that basket gives Holliston a 2-point lead, which is short-lived because T.J. Nelson answers with his own 3-pointer. Medway takes a 1-point lead. 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
See, again,
back and forth action.
Again, Tom, forcing it in the middle like that, it's just too many, 4 players, 8 arms, 8 pair of hands, or 4 pair of hands down there, 8 hands.
Assad stopped by Latifi. And Plunkett takes it out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nelson turns down the 3. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Assad's way outside. Benko on him. And they got it off. Did not get it off in time. And there's a 30-second violation against Medway.
Holliston down by 1. 4:44 left to go in regulation. Now again, this Holliston team, let them collapse. Let them collapse inside. And you can pass the ball around on the outside like that.
Jewett inside to Latifi. Back to Jewett! Great give and go.
Holliston by 1. 61-64. 25 left to go in regulation.
Plunkett to Assad.
Not there.
On the baseline 3, no good. Latifi, nice pass to Kasarjian. Knocked away at the last second.
Tremendous defensive play that was. And stole it right back.
4 minutes to go. Holliston up by 1. Benko, Kasarjian drives.
Count it!
The glass! Dylan Kasarjian with 14 points. The Panthers are up by 3. 3:45 to go in the game.
Well, it's his time of game right now. When the game is on the line, Dylan Kasarjian plays the best.
T.J. Nelson off the front of the iron.
There you go.
Brooks can't save it. It's going to be Holliston ball. Coach Rogie putting some fresh legs in. Pace of this game just blistering, Jay.
Yeah, it is. It is really fun.
Benko up over half.
Holliston by 3.
Holliston
There it is.
Wheels. Count it at Jewett. Slices the Mustangs from hoop.
3:09 left.
5-point lead.
3:09 left to go in this ball game.
Plunkett with Jewett on him.
See, now nobody wants to take the 3.
Brooks, baseline. Nice job by Latifi. 10 on the shot clock. Regan drives, no good. Gets his own bound. Goes to the floor. Fresh 30 for the Mustangs.
See what happens when you stop missing threes, Tom. What happens is nobody wants to take them.
Assad loses the ball.
You can't do that.
Get it back.
You can't do that.
Latifi ahead to Jewett. Wow, what a pass! Touchdown, Panthers!
Timeout,
This
Medway.
place is electric and on fire. The Red Sea is loving it.
Well, they're not the only ones loving it, Tom.
Talk about defense igniting the offense.
When you play defense and pass like that, you're going to win ball games. And that's great job. Great
Pat
job.
Jewett with 3 big buckets here in the fourth quarter. Panthers up by 7, 2:27 to go.
And if you think it's easy catching a ball when you're running at that speed and you're that close to a basket, you're crazy. That's very, very difficult play to make right there. And he was able to make it and finish off the layup.
Coach Roji calls a timeout because the Panthers are on a 17-3 tear here in the fourth quarter.
And Tom, I go back to it again. That's what happens when you shoot threes early. You make them early. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Because now you get guys who don't even want to take it. Even Assad doesn't want to take it because he had a couple of air balls.
And Holliston back defending that paint. Medway got their lead under the basket.
Yeah.
They pulled Holliston outside. Holliston wasn't hustling back, but now they are.
Well, again, there's a couple ways to break that collapsing offense. One is to shoot from the outside and make it like Holliston's done a couple times, and the other is to fast break. You can't defend the fast break.
Brooks drives to the basket. Foul on Latifi. And that's the 9th foul on the Panthers, so it'll be 1-1 at the line. Only 6 fouls on Medway. But they're so next foul will send the Panthers to the line for 1-1. Well, they put them to the line for 2. So Brooks misses the first one.
This is boxing out right here, Tom, is incredibly important. You got to make sure to cut that shooter right here. And they do.
So 67-61.
Oh, yep.
And a steal by Assad with quick hands. Corner 3 is good by Plunkett. And the Panther lead is down to 3. Medway all up in the front court. Kasarjian turns it into a 3-on-1. Nice play by Plunkett, getting his hand on that ball.
The other thing is here, Tom, you know, there's about 115 seconds left to go in this ball game, and you know, Holliston with 21 seconds to burn if they want. You know, you don't have to come out and shoot every so quickly if it's nothing there.
Benko jump shot. Jewett with the rebound. Foul on Medway.
Yeah. Foul from behind, and 2 things happen on that. First, he goes to the line shooting 2. The second thing is that puts Holliston in the bonus situation now too. That's the 7th foul on Medway. 67-64 Holliston, the 3-point lead, 1:49 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, big basket right there. That makes it a 2-possession game.
Panthers by 4. Nice job by Holliston as they closed up on the Mustangs. Reach in by Medway. Loose ball on the ground. Benko goes on top. They said he.
They have no timeouts. That should be a technical, I think. They have no timeouts left.
So who was calling a timeout?
I don't know. They must have called out
Medway
the floor.
player?
Must have.
I didn't call timeout.
Player called a timeout.
No, coach is saying I didn't call a timeout.
No, he didn't.
So a minute 30 to go. Holliston up by 4. Medway is technical foul for calling a timeout.
Yep. Technical. And now what that means is with 90 seconds left, Holliston has a 4-point lead, 68-64. Holliston will be shooting 2, and then they will get the ball back. So what you have to do, obviously, is make at least one of these 2 and get the ball back. And maybe you can take a little time off the clock after that, just a little. If it's there, you take it. If it's not, you don't worry about it. He knows. He knows. You got a little more leg, down and up with your legs, and a little more arc. There you go.
Makes the second one. 20 points for Andrew Lynch to lead the Panthers.
See, now you got a 5-point lead. So now you can take a little time off the clock if you want, and you only need a 2-pointer to give you a 3-possession game. Well, they're going to scramble. Let them scramble. Oh, what a move!
You never heard it! Count it in!
Oh, baby!
I think the whole building said count it right there, Jay.
Well, Dylan, he came around there and he kind of faked him out. They thought he was going to pull back out because they figured Holliston's going to kind of take some air out of the ball, and he just made a quick little head fake, and then he went up and scored, looking for a natural 3 here. And he doesn't get it.
But Lynch keeps it alive. Brooks tosses it away. Assad with the save. Panthers hustle back. Plunkett with the 3, no good. Brooks gets it, fresh 30 for the Mustangs. Baseline runner and roll is good. And so the Panther lead is cut to 71-66. Holliston by 5, a minute 5 to go here in the game.
And that's why having that third possession is so important, getting the points that they made down here. Because now you still have a 2-possession game with 1:05 left.
So Holliston by 4. Medway with the press. They get the break. Regan gets the ball to a side to Plunkett. Plunkett to Brooks. Holliston's lead is cut to 2. 50 seconds to go in the game. Benko gets it ahead to Jewett. Pops it in there.
73-69, Holliston by 4. 37 seconds.
Clutch fourth quarter points by Pat Jewett. Holliston's got the ball again with 33 seconds to go.
But they got to get it over midcourt. And a foul. Oh, wow.
Backcourt foul by the Mustangs. Holliston by 4. 28 ticks left.
And they'll be shooting 2 because there's 10. That's a 10th foul on
You're right.
Medway. And they're calling an intentional foul. Wow. This is interesting.
So
now you're going to get the 2 shots. You're going to get the ball back.
I think Coach Rogi has a beef on this one.
Yeah, I do too.
But you got to play them the way they're dealt.
73-69. 28.2 seconds left. Again, it's a 4-point lead. You're going to get the ball. You're going to get the ball back after this. So you make this, you're up 5, then you get that ball back and you can score again. There you go. Now what you want to do is, now they're going to have to foul you, because now you can hold the ball to 28 seconds. The 30-second clock is off, and now it's just as long as you want, you can hold that ball until they foul you. You want to get the ball in the hands of your best free throw shooter right here.
10 fourth quarter points for Pat Jewett.
what a night this has been for Holliston. An exciting girls game, and then a couple great ceremonies, and now this.
Benko
Hold
ahead
it.
to Jewett.
Hold it. Just hold it. They don't have to. You don't have to do
Kasarjian
anything.
dribbling away from the double team.
Just hold it.
Ball goes to the floor. Regan away with it. 15 seconds to go. Plunkett, deep three, is good.
Clock still running.
6 seconds to
Just
go.
hold it. Oh, foul him.
And
Just
they
hold
fouled Benko, and we got a foul on Medway that should send Benko to the line to shoot two.
It was
It's
7 seconds. It was 7 seconds. I think he'll put 7 back on the clock.
No, there was under 7.
Was it?
So 74-72. They put 5.9 seconds on the clock.
See, I'm kind of with that. I'm kind of with that. The other coach at Medway. I think it was more like 7, but we'll take 5.9.
I was watching the clock, Jay.
You're the best.
I said 6 seconds.
Okay.
I was right again.
You make these 2, and it doesn't matter. There's one of them. Ice water.
Ryan Benko, senior captain, gets the front end.
Now, the other thing you can do here, if you want, if they don't get the ball, you want to full court press them man to man. If they get the ball down court, you want to just foul them before they take a shot. You can do that too.
Benko, but Lynch almost with the rebound. 3-point shot off the mark. That's the game. Holliston wins. So 75-72 Holliston in front of a big 1,000-point banner doubleheader crowd here at the Paul Rolls Fieldhouse.
Yeah, just a great game. Offensively, defensively, they just did everything very, very well. And I love the passing. I love the defense. You know, as I said earlier, when Holliston is passing that ball, they're incredibly dangerous, and they're a team you don't want to deal with when they're playing at that level. So once again, Holliston wins 75-72.
Scoring leaders in the game for the Medway Mustangs. Nick Assad, 17 points, but only 3 in the second half, Jay. Holliston was led by Andrew Lynch, their captain, with 20 points. Captain Dylan Kasarjian with 16 points. And then Captain Ryan Benko with 10. Captain Pat Jewett with 10. Emil Exelholm with 10. 3 points for Noah Salem, 5 for Sean Jewett, and that's the scoring for the Panthers. But it was that five-headed monster that really got going in a couple of stretches there, and 10 fourth-quarter points by Pat Jewett. You know he wanted to win this game badly.
Yeah, it was great. In fact, they honored his mother for putting his floor in, so, you know, he did his best to honor his mom, too, in that situation. This is a nice win for Holliston. Big win for them against a really good team. And, you know, it's a way to kind of kickstart your vacation, and then you come in next year, you start the year, and playing a big game.
So Holliston bounces back. They're 3-2, Medway 2-3. And you know what? Right after Christmas, these two teams meet again over in Medway.
Sounds great. Okay, we want to thank a lot of people today. We have, of course, this is streaming live, so when it's streaming live, we have Bruce Guilfoy and Don Cronin doing that. Of course, the lovely Lisa Way up top on the camera. Also want to thank Steve Hedrick for all his help. And I want to thank Kristen Hedrick for helping us with some of the ceremonial stuff. Congratulations to 1,000-point scorers. Congratulations to the boys team. The girls played a great game. Tom, Merry Christmas. You did a nice job, son. We'll give you this little Christmas gift to take home and unwrap tonight. How's that?
75-72 is your final. Panthers with the win. Merry Christmas and good night, everybody.
Good night.